It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, this is money coming. This is money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, this is money coming. This is money coming to me always. Money coming in all day. Money coming in all day. Money coming, this is money coming. This is money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, this is money coming. This is money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, this is money coming. This is money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, this is money coming. This is money coming to me always. Money coming in all day. Money coming in all day. Money coming, this is money coming. This is money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, this is money coming. This is money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, this is money coming. This is money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, this is money coming. This is money coming to me always. Money coming. Okay, y'all get the point. Y'all get the point. Welcome to Talking to Tish. I absolutely love that manifestation song. Plus, the beat is bomb. So, anyways, here I am back again in this dang on cold weather. So, I'm rocking my, new fur beauty that I love. Right now, I'm calling her the Pink Panther. Let me keep this close. My homegirl Pam told me, Tish, now get you a tripod so we can keep the volume at the same level. Sometimes we can hear you and sometimes we can't. I'm working on it. I got one, but the mounting thing doesn't fit on my desk. So here we go. You know, the beginner processes on what to buy, what fits you, what do you need. You know, you Google, this is the best thing for a beginner. Anyways, as a beginner, you end up learning. So I'm gonna try, Pam. Thank you. Love you, girl. Appreciate all your tips and suggestions, feedback. I appreciate you. Your comments, you know, the you helping my algorithm, girl. But anyways, if you're listening, subscribe. Just hit that subscribe button. Do that for me, please. Like the video, the thumbs up, the thumbs up. Anyway, speaking of that, have you guys heard that Instagram is testing out the dislike button? At first I was like, oh shit. That's gonna just start more fights. That's all we doing online. Anyways, it seems like today. I wish that would stop. But yeah, I end up reading more into it for this video, especially and doing some research on it, and you won't be able to see. It's basically like kind of getting your algorithm and getting your feed the way you want, like how you can X on Meta, Facebook, whatever you want to call it, snooze them for 30 days. Not necessarily block people, but like, I don't want to see this. I'm not as interested. So I was like, okay, that's cool. That's fair. So, but speaking of that, have you guys seen Mark Zuckerberg's new look, new transformation? You would have think that I might have styled him. Let me quit. He gives me a Jack Harlow look. You know, curly hair. He's wearing gold chains, fitted t-shirts, you know, trying to look, you know, like he got a little swag. He looks totally different from when, you know, he first popped on the scene. And then I did a little bit more digging, and they claim, you know, there might be some problems at home, some separation. And that woman, talk about the Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates divorce settlements. This one's going to be a nice one too, if it's true. Allegedly, as people say on here.
But I also hear he trying to holler at Kim. So I was like, oh, that's where the new little swag look, the little Jack Harlow, you know. What he say? He's vanilla baby. No, let me quit. Let me quit. Anyways, what else I got on my list tonight? Is JD Vance wearing eyeliner? I mean, I don't know. It kind of gives me that like old 80s, 90s, you know, rock band look. Like, is he wearing eyeliner or is his eyelashes really just that dark? I don't know, but I guess it really don't matter anyway because all you hear about is President Musk. And I think Trump might be maybe like the vice president. Allegedly, or I shouldn't even be maybe saying that. Do you guys know how long it took me to get my last video uploaded? I was like, was it something that I said? Was it me trying to throw in these little tricks and editing things with my little generic software? So I'm like, let me just be safe. But I will say, the last Trump administration I thought was kind of like hilarious because every flipping week or month or something back then, it wasn't as often as it is now. I guess I just don't even need that. Um, it's like a reality show. It's really entertaining, but the first go around it wasn't as like scary to people's livelihoods, but you know, all you can do now is kind of sit back with your popcorn, with the shock face, the laughing a little bit, and then the cringing, and then like, well, I mean, you know, just keep trying to survive. But I tell you what, Musk came out like Jason Voorhees with the chainsaw. I mean, I'm like, are we watching Friday the 13th or what? WWE? What is this show? What is this? I don't know. And it just got started. I mean, we ain't even 6 months in, and this is what's happening. I chuckle at a post I shared on Facebook about, you know, the $5,000, you know, throwing up in the air. You know, it ain't even like anything's official, and the nerve of some people, or the people that are really gullible enough to believe that, okay, we'll send you $5,000, everybody. And that's the benefit to you. That's not you're not thinking about the other stuff that may come later. That, you know, people were upset about the stimulus. Oh, you guys were super for taking that. They still taxed XYZ, that you still had to pay XYZ. This didn't really do anything for this group, but this group thought it was wonderful. That is who they are, in my opinion, basically trying to snag and trick. And so it kind of just stands out. Like, I get the in between people, which is me as well. Like, let's just stop and read, you know, stop and see, watch. And then also, can we go off of what's their past reputation? What, have they kept their word? Have they been really great people? Have they cared? Like, again, a post I seen, how in the heck do you think billionaires care about the working class? I'm the working class, but I'm probably on the poorer end, and I think I'm kind of doing all right for just me. But anyways, um on the flip side, you know, I usually have to pay in taxes. You know, he's firing everybody, shaking everything up. You know, maybe I won't have to pay in. I don't know. I mean, let's, you know, let's hope. We'll see. And speaking of that, the government politics presidential run, yeah, that's my thoughts. Have you heard Stephen A. Smith kind of toyed around with it? I think I got a video. Let me see if I got this ready to go. Ready to go. Where is my saved? Okay, here it is. don't play with me. I hate when they do that. Most recent. Oh, I know how to fix that. Okay. Sorry, guys. My phone is messing up. Okay, here we go.
Does any part of you want to run for office? I wouldn't say that. I mean, the one thing I don't want to do is run for office. I wouldn't mind being in office, but running for it is a problem. I'm not one of those dudes that's great at shaking hands and kissing babies per se, and currying favor with politicians and donors and all. I'm not a beggar. That's not who I am. So I don't want to curry favor. Now, if you told me I could bypass all of that and I can go up on that stage on national television, does any part of you want to run for office? Does any part of you? Does any?
And then it keeps on. But you get the gist of it. He has just gotten on my nerves lately, kind of sticking his nose in conversations, subject areas that really ain't for you. And running for president, Stephen A. Smith, but or anywhere in politics. But you know what? As crazy as things got, why wouldn't somebody like him think that they couldn't run or find a place in the craziness? I mean, honestly, who knows? Can it get any worse? Can it? I never would have thought. But also on to that note, with politics, can it get any worse? What is going on with the planes? I always say my ancestors got me, and I totally believe that. Thank you, God. I'm thankful and I'm grateful. I've lived through some accidents, some fatal situations. God rest their souls. So, I'm going to pray and keep pushing. But something about this makes me feel like, and I've said it on my other social media and made posts about it, but it's almost like it's let's jumble some stuff up, make things look chaotic so SpaceX can come in and save the day, in my Mighty Mouse voice. Like, and this is very sad. It's scary. I'm not saying that is really what's happening, but it just makes you wonder. That makes me think about the people that rolled over from in Toronto or in Canada, if I'm saying that correctly. Been watching it on the news every morning, getting ready for work. And the 30,000, at first I was like, are they kidding me? But I guess if it's just like we're very sorry, here's a little something for your pockets for right now to get you through. That's cool. But it, and no strings attached, they claim, I wouldn't sign a thing. I would consult a lawyer, because that should just be just to get you through right now, that emergency fund till we do what we're supposed to do. These are like hundreds of $billion company. United, come on, United Airlines. So for those people, like that man said, I thought I was gonna die. So the traumatizing, the PTSD, they're gonna have PTSD, probably like somebody I shouldn't say that for somebody to get mad at me. But anyways, I wish them the best. I hope they get this stuff together. I hope they aren't really playing games with us and playing with people's lives and with the safety. But that's really crazy. I don't know that I've ever in my lifetime, and hopefully for my children and grandchildren, this is the only one and last time. But it is going to take a long time to reverse some of the stuff that is happening and attempting to be done. Ugh. Anyways, let's keep fighting, everybody. Keep pushing. Do what's right. Make smart decisions. Don't share fear mongering information if you really don't know what you're talking about. And if you are, can you please have a plan? Can you tell us what's the next move? When's the private meeting? I mean, something. Anyways, let me hush. I have this other story, just pivoting, going on to a different um, level of, because this is kind of deep too, but in a different way. So let me share this. Gosh, I should have had that ready. Sometimes I think when I'm listening to something, then it's going to pop back to the top. There it is. What do you guys think about this?
Talking about everything. Stillness. Most women are men in skirts. Their presence, their being, the way we roll in the world, it's very masculine because we've been conditioned and programmed out of our feminine. And when I say, I don't mean feminist movement in the world, I want to be a fireman or a football player. I'm talking about how to be a woman in your being. What is the distinction between feminine power and masculine power? We've been conditioned and trained to be men in skirts. We do everything like men. We compete like men.
And me personally, I just had to pause it for a minute. It's not done. But I don't really feel like this is what was meant to happen or women wanted to do this. But we're going to pick up and keep on moving. I have a tool set, I have a drill, I have all the things that I would absolutely love somebody to be here doing for me. I barely know what I'm doing or how to use those things, but we've also, I feel like, just kind of picked up where we're supposed to be damsels in distress out here begging. So I just kind of wanted to pause it and say that.
Most women are men in skirts.
Oh, darn it. Okay, here we go.
Between feminine power and masculine power. We've been conditioned and trained to be men in skirts. We do everything like men. We compete like men. It's a problem, first of all, because the feminine presence is missing on this planet. Hoopla and conflagration going on with the weather, with the politics, because see, the old male guard is dying. That masculine patriarchy, it's dying off. We have been programmed and conditioned, raised, where our feminine power and our presence as females is dishonored, disregarded, disrespected, just in the world, not just by man. And we've also been taught and trained that our softness is inappropriate, it's dangerous. Our emotions are inappropriate. And if a woman knew that her greatest power was silence,
okay, I had to stop it right there as I'm on here talking. But I get what she's saying. Know when to be silent. Know when, like when I say sometimes the people, that's how you can weed out who's really a leader. Like, if I see you as smart, intelligent, strong, a decision maker, a leader, I could close my eyes and take your hand and lead the way. But that's an important position. You just, can't do that with anybody. They might take you off a cliff. But you also can tell who steps up to that position, that's proud of that position, versus the guys that's like, hold on, wait a minute, what? Yeah, that's the difference. And I think that's just kind of what has happened. But there's so much, in my opinion, and maybe because I am a woman, but there's so much on, it's our fault, it's the women's fault. And I think we bicker about this back and forth and don't listen to each other. I think the dating issues thing is so simple. Somebody's mad because somebody they wanted does not want them back. It's so simple. How are you upset about someone you barely know, that you don't even have any real feelings for? Or is it that many no's that you are getting while you're so angry? There are so many, I told myself, God, why don't I just start shit talking posts about women expectations, women want money, women, you know, going on a date, talking to men about dating and doing fun things and getting out the house. And no, you ain't fucking coming. The dating process ain't my house. Ladies, it should not be your house. You don't even know this person. You don't know if they crazy or you're filtering things out. That should not be at your house. And anybody smart, intelligent, a thinking person, someone that has women that they love, whether it's their children, their sisters, their mothers, if they don't get that, don't that should be the cut, you know. And dating does take a little bit of change, you know. Dating does take, or some creativity. You know, there are tons of dating ideas that don't cost a lot of money. Um, listen, I'm not here to, give ideas like that, but you know, after a certain age, like we're not boys and girls anymore, so it's funny the things that people expect and want and kind of expect your availability, but it's like, why? Um, are we filling each other's cup? Even in that get to know process, Anyways, I could go on and on about that. It makes me think about a post today that kind of broke my heart where somebody was asking about where are the men at that should be teaching women how to be wives. I'm like, girl, first of all, is there a universal rule? I mean, there's general things, but what I would think what one man likes doesn't necessarily mean that's what the other man likes. Just like me as a woman, your last girlfriend or the last woman that you may have encountered, I may not like the same things she likes. I may not require the same things that she likes. That may not bother me. That might bother me. So I just don't even understand how it almost takes me back to like when I was growing up and you could tell the girls that would easily fall into a cult, that easily could be or want to be like guided and kind of pimped out, in my opinion. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Um, you can't read books or ask couples that have been married for a long time, both the female and the male point of view. There are some great role models. There are people that have, but still and yet, their marriage answers is not going to be your marriage answer. So it just kind of made me feel a little bad. And it also made me feel like, oh, if the wrong get a hold of that girl and tell her this is how a wife's supposed to be, this is what you're supposed to do, that's kind of scary to me. For the predator, narcissistic, manipulating, you know it almost made me think, girl, please don't run into Mista, you know um those people looking for that fresh young, that he all old and burnt out, like that post that I shared where it was like God sent Adam a virgin, and that woman said, and Adam is old, balding, don't work, got 4 baby mamas, big old gut, and he got the nerve to think he deserved and that God would send him a young supple virgin. Get the hell out of here. But there is a lot of males online. We were talking about how after 135 times, why are you still inboxing? Why? But I think it definitely has giving. Social media to me is like a digital magazine. I mean, look at OnlyFans. Chicks is making bank. I'm sure maybe guys are too, but you really rarely hear about that. I always hear about the millions, the hundreds of thousands in seconds, days. Um, so, anyways, what's my next story? Oh my God, this is another thing about how hard times are. Times is really hard. We waiting on the president and them to bring the eggs down. And that batch coming from Turkey ain't finna do ish. Probably maybe for one state. But then I also think about it like, how long do eggs last? Are they shipping them by sea, plane? Will they be here overnights? Like, thank you, but just another worry. But anyways, let me play this one for you guys. I can't remember organization, girl. Oh, Tish organization.
Careers feels daunting.
Okay. I'm gonna find it, you guys. But anyways, it was the one story in Louisiana where the woman shot her boyfriend over breakfast. Oh my God, talking about she ate too much of the breakfast portion and he was tripping. And she messed around and shot him and killed him. See, I don't know why people be playing around with them guns like that. I do not know. I do not know. Did I save that? Am I saved? I apologize. This is where I'm being just totally natural. This was supposed to be my little tester, but I'm rolling with it. I'm rolling with it. I put it in my save later. Anyways, now what you gonna do, girl? But this is where we gotta really do something. Like, no, all jokes aside, I wonder did they really? It must have been a really toxic relationship because you ain't gonna kill nobody over no breakfast. You are not. That's. I'm fed up. I've been done. Speaking of that, this is a little old by this date, but I heard it on another channel, and it was a video clip of a woman coming home and finding out that her boyfriend threw out her flowers that she got from her boss on Valentine's Day. But I don't know if everybody got flowers or what the deal was. But so the clip is playing, and she's like, you know what? I'm tired of your shit. Just get the fuck out. Just get out. And then, the person that was playing, the YouTube channel creator that was playing the video was like, see, there must be something going on. And I'm like, I think men just don't get it. That told pretty much us women she was been done. Ben got on her nerves. You sitting your ass around the house. You ain't doing nothing. You don't work because she threw something in like you ain't contributing. So any little thing, get out. Bye. Go. Get out of here then. You mad? Break up with me. You that mad? Yep. Bye. Ain't probably nothing. I have gotten appreciation flowers, notes. I've gotten all that stuff. Nothing inappropriate, like, oh, they're trying to holler at me later, or no, some people just know how to show appreciation. You do a great job. Some men don't know what else to get women. Well, let me give her some flowers and a nice note. Um, that's better than pizza. You know how most jobs give you pizza. I personally don't want no pizza. I would take a gift card, some money, a bonus, or some flowers. Yes. And that's not inappropriate. And then they went on to say how, the ladies is all defending it. And Would you be all right if your man got a bonus or a gift? I don't care what holiday it is. Run that money, especially if it's a bonus. Listen, don't wait till the next week after February 14th on that Friday because you think somebody gonna care or be emotional. We strong here in this relationship. That's why I say, and I ain't even in no relationship, but any relationship I would be in. But that's what I say. She was already done. She was already done. She was already disgusted with him and looking for anything. Oh, you mad? Get the fuck out. So, now I did write down where I put this one. So, did y'all see that little clip on Anthony Edwards and Obama? So I didn't see it at first until everybody was like, oh, everybody's in an outrage. You know, he disrespected. You know how black people is. We do not play that, especially black people of a certain age. Like, who he talking to like that? So let me play this. Let me play this.
I just think I saw it. What do you think about this young guy? He can help a little bit, huh? Just a little bit, huh?
Man, y'all better stand down. The truth.
He's the truth. He said it's the truth. Yeah.
He boy know.
I guess.
He cold though. I gotta give him credit. He give up 50 every time we play him.
I mean,
look, I ain't 7 foot.
And y'all got 2 7-footers and he's still.
Hold on.
Huh?
Don't talk. We ain't gonna do all that.
No, I'm just saying.
3 7-footers.
He got 3. That's right. Because he got 9
credit. I told you that. I said you.
He did.
I gave him credit.
I remember that. Okay.
LeBron, get over there and tell these. Don't be getting smart with Obama.
Because he just keeps on. Right now, he
take another drink.
And all that. And the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but that's what he said.
You asked him. You tell him the whole context of the situation. Though you asked him what he think about this young man, and he said, "I'm okay." I said, "I'm the truth." That's what happened.
Nothing wrong with it.
Okay, you know, you're supposed to have some confidence in yourself, you know, because I'm the truth too. But if it was Obama, like, oh, okay, so what you thought I could improve somewhere? I mean, I think I'm the truth, sir. Oh, let me quit. That was kind of funny. At first, when I heard about it, I was like, oh, hell no. See, these young kids, that's y'all problem. You know, have some respect, especially for a nice, untainted, not having a nasty reputation, great marriage, wonderful children. They ain't out here tripping, acting crazy. Don't be disrespecting them. But then I listened and I was like, oh, that's kind of sports, kind of banter. But, you know, he kind of might have been, it's bothering me, a little borderline, like, what your mama say when you went home? Like, I know she said so because it had, don't be getting smart now. Hold on. And let me have been there. But this is another one I got for y'all. But anyways, what you think? You know, I need to quit moving so fast. Tell me what you think in the comments. Put your suggestions. As I always say, have you subscribed? You liking it? You got any suggestions? You got an opinion? I know I'm kind of moving fast, but let me know. So 50 Cent won his money. I don't know what that girl was thinking. You know, when you jumping into a double dutch game and you really don't know how to play, you know, now you all tangled up, you done fell, you know, you got to, y'all newbies, you need to sit on the side for a couple days. You got to watch. You got to, from the bottom to the top. Listen, if you ain't grew up doing this, don't jump in the game now, girl. But anyways, here we go.
50 Cent just won a $500,000 bet because ASAP Rocky beat his gun assault case.
ASAP, that AI
Legal reporter
stuff.
Megan Cuniff took Fifth's challenge on Instagram when he bet Rocky would be found not guilty. She thought Rocky was going down based on evidence and jury vibes. Plot twist.
She wanted him to, probably.
Rocky walked free on February 18th, and now 50 wants his money by Monday. Even Tory Lanez jumped in to mock Cuniff, who covered his own trial when he shot Megan Thee Stallion. The wild part?
Right, you heard it when
Most
he
jurors
shot
actually
Megan Thee
believe
Stallion.
Rocky fired the gun at ASAP Rally, but still let him off. Looks like Cuniff better start checking her couch cushions for that $500,000.
Girl, see if you can put a payment plan in. I don't know though. Is that what's a legal bet? Is it because it was online, because she said yes, or bet it's a deal? Does that stand up in court? Could he sue her? Could he press her? Really? I think it's kind of funny. Excuse me. I think it's kind of funny because we all know that he don't play. But in a way, for her, sticking her nose in, and I just got the feeling that you wished he did. You wanted it. Look her picture up. I shouldn't say that because there isn't a look, but you know what I'm saying. She do kind of look like a Karen, And then it's like, quit trying to, get the people that know the culture, that know the environment. I can't stand, because it's so obvious when somebody comes in that don't. So, last story of the night, and I'm going to get up out of here. And I got things to do. Let me quit. Oh my God, it was heartbreaking, and it was just gross, and it's just like the worst nightmare ever. And I remember when I first moved down here, my uncle was like, don't tell anybody XYZ, like your address, like where you live, that you came without having family here and friends when I originally moved here 6 years ago. And, another reason why, like, hanging out at my house ain't the spot. Just the way that my core is, how I was raised, my family, safety. I mean, come on. And it's a great weeding them out, like I said. But anyways, it's really, really sad and scary for women, and for women trying to just move about life. And I'm talking about the girl that was raped at the Houston college campus by a homeless man. That seems a little crazy and maybe mentally, I don't even know if I want to kind of give him that pass, because he's got enough sense to act up and, refuse to go to court, and originally the first few times. And he also has a lawyer that is like, he has a $15 million bond. That is not fair. That is not right. He is homeless. Even though he's not cooperating with us, I am going to still do my due diligence and fight for him and try. And then part of me, I don't really care nothing about this man, but part of me is like, to get out and do what? Maybe being homeless out here on these streets, the anger, the buildup, the nowhere to be might cause him to continue to commit crimes. So, are you serious? Like, yeah, $15 million sounds outrageously crazy. He's homeless. Who has any level of bond for him? If anybody had bond money for him, they would probably have a couch or a base. Oh, well, this is the South, so ain't no basements, but they would probably have a couch or a back room or a shed or something for him to sleep in if they're willing to bond him out. You sitting up here wasting your time trying to get some TV time, some news channel time that I've seen you on a couple times now. Let me quit, bless his heart. You're a lawyer, and you've taken on this case, so you are supposed to be doing what you're supposed to be doing. But part of me was just like, leave the disgrace of a crazy man up in there. If you took it from 15 million to 1,500, somebody's coming to get him out. 15,000, somebody's coming to get him out. It makes me think about I said that was my last story, but I just got to throw in, why do you guys think, and then I'm out of here, why do you guys think Diddy's lawyer quit? The black one. Now I heard he was working with the feds, or it was a Fed. I don't have a lot tonight on this one. I'll follow back up, but maybe I'll do a quick short. But I just heard that it was something related to him being a federal agent of some type. Crazy. So I cannot wait for this to get started. They say it's the discovery documents are coming out, releasing to Diddy's team so he can see everything that he's got to work against is mid-March. Ooh, I cannot wait. This is going to be like the next OJ trial, but we know it's not going to end the same way. So, I mean, I hate that it's got to be a black person, but hey, if that's what was doing, take him the hell out. And this was another episode with Talking with Tish. Thank you. Love you, especially if you watched it till now. If you're still here, please subscribe, like, comment, share with your friends. Tell people, listen while you're working out, while you're walking, while you're taking a long drive. You want something different. Anyways, talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.